Hi there, this is Amy with Get Fit in Style, and I am wanting to do some little nutrition nuggets for you guys each week. Just starting with just little things you can do to get healthier right where you're at without having to do a lot of crazy stuff. But first, I thought I would just give you a little bit of history on how I got started in the health and fitness industry, and so you can know where I'm coming from. I am 48 and I have 5 kids. And when I graduated from college, I had a BA in education, but I realized my senior year, I did not actually want to teach in a classroom. So kind of led me on a journey to figure things out. I basically tried a new job every year. So my kids are always like, wow, you did a lot of things. I really did, because I just couldn't figure out what I wanted. But when I look back on my life, it's kind of funny because I can remember being third, fourth grade, I would listen to this Strawberry Shortcake cassette tape. That's how old I am. And it was like an aerobics tape, and I would do these little aerobics things in my room all the time to that Strawberry Shortcake thing. And I also, from the time I can remember, would spend time in my room making up dances, choreographing things from the time I can never remember. I can still remember some of the dances I made up in my bedroom. And I also, at the age of 15 or 16, started going to work out with my dad in the morning before school started. So it all makes sense that I ended up in this industry, but I tried a lot of things first, and I was working in a medical billing office and I hated it. And I was like, I've got to do something different. And at that time, I was going to the gym every morning before work, most mornings, I should say. And I really loved the yoga class, but I'm a Christian and I looked into yoga and I thought, yeah, I can't really teach that. So that's where I found Pilates, and I am now over 18 years of teaching Pilates, and then from there I got bar certified, I became a dance teacher, I became a personal trainer, and I haven't really looked back. But I thought I would share this story with you because I think it does matter. The way you live your life. Really, people are watching, and sometimes, I know we all say that, everyone's watching you, so be careful how you live your life. But sometimes we don't really feel like it. But I can remember my grandparents live in Minnesota and I live in Washington, or lived in Minnesota. Anyway, we'd visit them every other summer. And my grandma, after every meal, would go for a walk. She'd wake up early and work out, and she would walk to have coffee with her friends, and she was very active and very full of life. She would always be rolling around on the floor playing with us when we were little kids. My grandpa, however, now he has some extenuating circumstances. When he was 18, a horse crushed his femur, so he had a steel rod for a thigh bone, so he was in a lot of pain. So I have a lot of grace for my grandpa, but from my earliest memories, they had moved from being farmers into town. So when he was a farmer, he was fine. He was very active. But when he moved into town, he became an insurance salesman. He probably worked maybe 2 blocks from his house, but he drove to work, sat in a desk, drove home, sat in a chair all day. And from an early age, I can remember thinking I want to be like my grandma. I want to be moving. I want to be active. The way my grandpa was living, I just thought, it's got to be terrible just to be sitting around. So I think even that was early indication that I needed to be moving and be active. And so I am a NIDA Pilates and Advanced Pilates specialist, and I am a personal trainer through AFA and NASM, and plus some multiple other trainings, because you have to keep going with all of that. And then I have multiple bar certifications through Bar Above and Beyond Bar. And then I'm also a nutrition coach through Precision Nutrition, and also be doing probably another training through them as well. So that is where I'm coming from. And we're gonna start just with some little simple things you can do right where you're at, and then we'll start getting into all the food talks after that. If you have any questions, any topics you would like me to talk about, I would love to know. Just drop it in the comments and I will try to add it to one of these talks. All right, thanks for listening. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.